Good morning, Year 4. Happy Friday. This comprehension video is for the children that have the Year 3 booklet, okay? And you are looking at the pages that have the text An Interview with Rebecca Adlington, okay? So that is page 20 and 21. Now, Rebecca Adlington was a really successful competitive and Olympic swimmer. She won 2 gold medals in the 2008 Olympics, 2 bronze at the 2012 Olympics in London, and the text is an interview that talks about why Rebecca got into swimming, how she got into swimming and why she loves it. Okay, so you've got 6 questions that she gets asked, and you've got 7 questions that you need to answer based on the text. Okay, so remember to underline anything that you aren't sure about when you've read the text through at least twice, because then you can have a look at what those words mean. You can ask someone to help you, just so you get a better idea of the different vocabulary that appears in the text, okay? So if you aren't sure, please ask someone before you go on to answer the questions, okay? Now just remember that we're writing in full sentences and we are looking for really neat handwriting, okay? So question 1, in your own words, explain why Rebecca's parents wanted her to learn to swim. So when it says in your own words, it's telling you that the answer is in the text, but they don't want you to write the answer that has already been written in the text. They want you to write it using your own words, okay? So it might say, it could say, my parents wanted me to learn to swim, so when I went on holiday, I could go in the swimming pool, okay? If that's what it says in the text, then they want you to write it in a different way. If that makes sense? Not sure if it does, but give it a go. Try to write it in your own words. So that means try not to copy the exact sentence that you see in the text, okay? Question 2 says, why does Rebecca think that swimming is a sport that anyone can enjoy? So you need to have a look in the extract to find why it is that Rebecca thinks swimming is something that anyone can enjoy and do. Okay, so again, try and write it in your own words and in full sentences. Okay, so I think it's under the question, what do you love about swimming? So have a read of that and just have a look there, okay? And I think it's in the second question as well underneath that one. So how does swimming keep you healthy? So have a look at those 2 questions and the answers are going to be in there. How much time does Rebecca usually spend training each week? So again, you need to have a read at the question that says, what is your training routine? And it'll tell you the answer there. Now, question 4 asks you to write down 2 things that you think motivates Rebecca to spend so much time training. So that's the very last question in the text. It says, what's your advice on staying motivated? Okay, so have a look there. There are 2 things that she says, or at least 2 things that she talks about in the text that you need to include in your answer for that question. Question 5, which of the following pieces of advice was not suggested by Rebecca as a way to help people stay motivated? Circle 1. So it wants the advice that isn't included in the text, okay? So you need to find the option that she doesn't talk about in the text, okay? Question 6, do you think Rebecca has a competitive personality? Explain your answer. Now, competitive means does she enjoy taking part in competitions? Does she enjoy racing against other people, trying to beat other people, trying to win competitions? Okay, so competitive means does she enjoy taking part in races and things like that? Does she enjoy winning? Okay. And it's asking for your opinion because it says, do you think? Okay, and it needs you to explain why. So where is it in the text that explains whether she has a competitive nature or not. Number 7, do you think this interview would persuade people to do more swimming? Explain your answer. Okay, so that's again asking you for opinion. So you've got 2 opinion questions here. Okay, so the second opinion question, so question 7, wants you to read the text again and have a think about whether or not it would persuade people to have a go at going to swim more often. Okay, and again, you need to explain why. Why do you think it does this? What is it about the text that encourages people to want to do more swimming? Because again, persuading is trying to win them over to your side of the argument. So, what is it that Rebecca does that gets them to want to get into swimming or to swim more often? Okay, and your challenge for today is to answer this question. Okay, so think very carefully about it. Have a go at answering it. Now, answer it in your green book if you don't have any room on your comprehension page, but I want you to give it a good go. If you were an Olympic swimmer, how would you feel swimming at the next Olympic Games? So if you were going to swim for Team Great Britain, how would you feel and why? Okay, so how would you feel right before a competition and why? Okay, and I'd love to see what answers you come up with. Okay, so as always, please send us a photograph of the work that you do and of your challenge if you want to do it. And we can't wait to see what you come up with. Okay, have a lovely weekend, and we will be giving out marvellous meals to the children that send in work that we are wowed by. Okay, and have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay, bye.